Thanks for coming, everyone.
You?
Ah, good to be here. Day 58, whatever. Are we doing a little jog around the park then?
No idea.
Yeah?
So everyone, yeah.
Okay, man. Right, you all ready? Got your running shoes?
Yes.
Nice being early.
How are you doing? You alright?
Did 41 yesterday.
Yeah, I saw, yeah.
Is everyone in tow?
We're going to take it really easy. It's quite narrow, guys, so just watch out.
Classic Forrest Gump shot, yeah. Yeah, yesterday I ran 41 miles, so I think that's my third biggest run ever I've ever done.
Wow.
Like, I'm not really running like my worst discipline, I'm not very good at it. So yeah, yesterday was quite tough. I got up at 4:50 in the morning and followed along. Couldn't find food yesterday. I was just sort of in the middle of nowhere the whole day. So lived off frog scratchings and some crisps, basically.
Nice and healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
So it sounds like you've had quite a tough week with some long runs, and we all saw on social media that you got a little bit wet by the sounds of it. Can you let us know what happened there?
Can I let you know? I thought I might need to watch the show. Yeah, I got a little bit wet trying to take a little shortcut, which didn't go to plan at all, and landed up soaking pretty much everything.
Oh no.
Watch the show in August to find out why.
And there's somebody missing today, Matilda. Are you missing Matilda?
Matilda is my bike that I named when I did the cycle leg. Yeah, good days and bad days. I'm a bit behind because of her, because her gears were wrong and everything, and she was a bit heavy. But no, I still prefer cycling. It covers so much more distance than running, and I'm just not very good at running, so I do struggle. Every time I'm sort of 5 miles from food on the bike, it's like 10 minutes, whereas on the run it's like an hour.
So when we last chatted in Liverpool, you said that you were really looking forward to discovering the east coast of the UK, because it was something that you'd not really done much of before. How have you found it?
Oh, it's been so flat, amazing. Yeah. I kind of wish I'd done the cycle leg on this bit. I've done like 200 miles a day. Yeah, it's been great actually. It's been really fun exploring the whole east coast, because I really haven't done any of it. And thankfully it's been flat, so my knees have kind of survived. It always takes me about 2 weeks to get into the flow of things, so that's why I do these long things. Anything shorter than that is too short for me, too fast. That's why I've never done an Ironman or anything. I just a bit too short for my body to deal with. I like the long stuff. So the first 2 weeks, even though it was flat, I was having knee issues and ankle issues and back issues, because I'm carrying 10% of my body weight on my back as well, because I'm quite light, only 64 kgs I think at the moment, which is good for running, but now I just ruin it by carrying my whole life. But no, the East Coast has been awesome. I love it. It's been absolutely amazing, really flat. A lot of detours inland with all these big marshes and things like that, but it's part of the adventure.
We've seen some beautiful photos. You should think about becoming a photographer.
I used to be a photographer in my old life, though.
So, it's been any highlights on the run so far?
I don't know. It's so hard to tell, because every time you experience something amazing, you think, "Oh, I can't get better than that," and then the next day you find something even better. What I've really loved actually, and that's the one thing you kind of miss when you're cycling, because you're going so fast past things, you kind of really get as involved in it. So that is the one thing I'm enjoying about running. It's taking me sort of a good couple of hours to get through each place, and you get to talk to the people and chat, and you find sort of shipwrecks, and someone will definitely know about them, because you're running along pretty slowly. You can actually find out about it. So, especially in Essex, all the little estuaries and all the history of all wartime and everything. That's been great to sort of find out. You're running past all these amazing monuments, and people who've lived here, and all the fishermen and coast guards, ferrymen. Ferries, I've taken so many ferries. I have no idea how many ferries I've run in Britain.
Did you manage to get the ferry where you had to wave a bat?
Oh, that was the best ferry. I can't remember where it was, but you rock up and they've put a sort of one of those big paint lids, you know, the ones from like a big paint lid, and they've just sort of stapled it onto like a broomstick, and then they've written in permanent marker and waved back for ferry. It's like 200 meters, so you get there used to it. I hope he hasn't gone to the loo, because he'll be waving for a while. But it works, you want that.
Superb. So we're going to go live on Facebook now. We've got a few questions from a few people on Facebook. Zana said, what made you do this particular challenge?
What made me do this one? Some of you may or may not know, but I became the first person in history to do the length of Britain swimming, cycling and running. But it took me 5 years. Yeah, I did the cycle first, then the swim, and then ran it last year. So the next step for me was just to sort of do a really, really long combined triathlon. You know, I love swimming, cycling and running. Well, not so much running, but generally the idea of it and combining it in sort of what I think is going to be the world's longest triathlon. Just seemed sort of the next exciting step. And if I'm honest, the first thing I did is I went and looked at all other countries in the world, like crossing America, and places like that. And actually, I thought, you know what, there's so much I haven't explored in Britain yet. And actually, this route ends up being way longer than crossing America anyway. Just my cycle leg was further than crossing America. So it is, yeah, it's really been amazing. I'm so glad I did, because I've just, you know, I've done Land's End to John O'Groats 5 times in 4 different ways. I thought I knew this island, but honestly I found out so many more things on this one, so that's kind of like it.
So we've got Tarnell, and she's not satisfied with what you're doing so far, and she wants to know what's next.
Sleep.
Already.
World's longest sleep. I mean, I've said it before. The thing that's been at the back of my mind for years and years and years is to run the length of Africa. Cairo to Cape Town, 7,000 mile run. Probably push a buggy with a solar panel so you can sort of be self-supported. That's been on the back of my mind for many years. I'm 35 now. I'm probably at a good age for it. I'm a bit young maybe I want to be a bit older, but I'd like to run the length of Africa, so that's my next big one.
Fantastic. And Nick, he's asked, interested in how on earth you're getting food on the run. How you find that? You just mentioned briefly that you were struggling to get food. How are you coping?
Yeah, when you get to a certain level of fitness, which I think I've just got now after 2.5 weeks of running, your performance really is nutrition based rather than fitness based. You can feel like, oh, I'm really unfit, I'm not doing so well, but it's purely just food. And I'm struggling to get those sort of calories, probably about 5,000 calories a day, because I've got to carry it on. The downside is, especially with water as well, you know, the more food and water you carry, the slower you run, so the more food and water you need to get to the next stop, you know, so it's kind of a downward spiral. So most days I'm in negative energy, but you soon find out what food, for me it's the most calories per gram that I can find. So it's got to be more than 500 calories a gram. So you've got the sesame seed little sort of biscuit things you find. Those are great. Crisps are actually really high in calories per gram, 520 I think. Loads of sort of oils. You can get coconut oil. That's kind of great as well. Biltong, jerky, pork scratching, 620 calories per gram. So just basically eat whatever you can, really.
And we did see that you had a liquid lunch, and that wasn't a few beers. That seemed like it looks like a meal blended in a pint.
When I'm in real sort of calorie deficit, I struggle to eat. I don't know if anyone's had that, when you've just pushed it too far and then you get home and you want to eat and you can't chew or anything. I had that a few weekends ago. And rocked up at a pub and they have Sunday roast, so I thought, well, I can't chew this, it's going to take me 2 hours, so I asked them to blend it. So I had a Sunday roast blended, which is 3 pints, by the way. I've got down 3 pints of water.
Was it nice?
Yeah, I mean, if you closed your eyes and then look at it, but she wasn't too bad.
So we're going to open up the Q&A to everybody here. Thanks for everybody that came down today. Has anybody got a question for Sean? Oh, we've got one at the back there.
Lots of fish.
Do you eat a lot of fish?
I should eat a lot of fish. Yeah, fish is amazing. You've got loads of oils, omegas, high in calories, good protein, and that sort of thing. Yeah, I should. I kind of don't really. I bought a whole fish, a few weeks ago, and then made a fire on the side of the beach and then gutted it and felt like a real sort of like explorer. Right next to sort of a yacht club. Yeah, no, fish is amazing if I can find more of it, yeah.
Fantastic. Anybody else?
Yeah, what do you do for accommodation each night? Where do you sleep? Is it just in case you've had enough to bone up a tent? Or
Yeah, accommodation is on these self-supported things, you can't sort of just stop and then go, well, this is my point, get in the car, go to a hotel, come back and carry on running, which a lot of long self-supported walks or runs will do. I don't like the idea of that. The idea of taking a car just to go somewhere more comfortable is kind of cheating for me. But so I've got a tent there, so it literally it's really dependent on where I land up. I treat myself to a hotel once a week. And then, you know, you get the little free shampoos, so I use those to wash my clothes. Not the beard, just the clothes. Yeah, no, I generally camp. I got really super lightweight kit. I got the world's lightest tent, one of the world's lightest camping mats and sleeping bag. So my entire sleeping setup is 900 grams. The tent, camping mat, and sleeping bag is 900 grams. So I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, so I just kind of find a field. It's been great on the coast because you kind of just go on the beach. Where the high tide mark is. But yeah, so generally just camp. Because actually the chance of me landing up in a town where there's a hotel at the end of my day is pretty slim.
Anybody else? Go on.
After you got your sleeping stuff, you're carrying everything with you. What else have you got with you? Can you take us through your whole kit?
Okay, kit. That's a good question. So in this main bag is tent, sleeping bag, camping mat, down sort of sleeveless jacket because it's lighter than you want the sleeves. You don't need sleeves though. I've got sun cream, a tracker, water bottles, solar charger there just to keep my phone going, my little adventure mascot, which has its own Instagram account, @adventuremascot. Plug for my mascot. That's mainly in there, and food, that's where I sort of have my food bag. And in the front bag here is all my sort of chargers and some food in there, my phone goes in there. I've got a tennis ball to massage my legs. I've got Mrs. Oosthuizen. It's my little roller, that's my foam roller. The smallest one in the world. It's a bit of drain pipe, but that you can sort of really get into your muscles and roll out things, so that's that as well.
Do you still have Wilson?
I still have Wilson. It's Wilson number 3 now. My last 2 tennis balls burst, but they were there. So yeah, I mean, I think my entire setup is about 4 kgs without food and water. And then I try it because you want to keep less than 10% of your back, 10% of your body weight. Because I'm only 64, I don't want to be carrying more than 6 kgs, otherwise it really does get your knees. So yeah, pretty minimal. No other clothing. 1 pair of socks, which I bought another pair yesterday, so that pair's dry. Yeah.
We have also got on the Discovery website. You can go through all the kit. We've got pictures of everything and details on, like, you know, the kit that Sean's taking, so you can have a little look in more detail as well on there, as well as your swim stuff and your cycling.
And my cycling kit as well.
Right, got time for a couple more.
So compared to all the other challenges you've done, what have you learned different about? What's been different about this one?
Oh, what's been different about this one? Loads, you know. Training for a run that's a month after you've basically been sitting down for a whole month is just impossible. So I couldn't do any run training, and swim training I didn't even bother about because, you know, any swim training I did, you know, in 2 months you'd definitely lose it. You know? So it's what's been annoying is after about a month you kind of finally get into the swing of things, and then that discipline's over, and then you've got to start a whole new one, and it was quite hard going from cycling to running because I didn't have any of the knee strength and things like that. And so, you know, I was used to on the bike getting up at 5 and going through to about 10, 11, 12. I tried to do that on the run on the first day, and I just disappointed. So yeah, it's kind of just trying to manage using different muscles and that sort of thing. It's been hard. hours, but yeah, I don't know how I'm going to cope with the swim. Like, I tried to do 10 push-ups the other day and I'm basically died.
Anybody else? So we got the chat in the green caps.
Have you ever woken up and found anything in your beard?
It's normally
I'm
just
glad
always
we picked
there.
that question. It's fantastic.
Usually like save some pasta and things like that. A friend of mine put an Argos pencil in here the other week without me knowing.
Brilliant. And this gentleman here, do you have a
It's
question?
about the beard again. Is it true that it came about because of jellyfish sting?
Yes, it is true. I actually grew my beard 3 years ago when I swam the length of Britain to fend off jellyfish, so the tentacles wouldn't physically touch my face because I kept headbutting them. So I grew the beard then, and it worked, and then I realised it gave me superpowers.
Right, one more question. Right, go on.
Shoes. The first day of your run.
Yeah.
Forgot your shoes.
Yeah, shoes. I'm all right with shoes. Like, yeah. I got the wrong shoes. So when I was packing 2 months ago for the cycle, I just went and go, oh, those will do. And they were full-on road shoes, like really slippery sort of surface. Yeah, so I did like 100 miles, sort of like a horse on ice, you know. So managed to get some trail shoes, but actually these landed up being too traily because they're really hard on the top, and because I am kind of doing a bit of mixture. But they've done well actually. I think I'm getting new shoes today, so today is my sort of final pair of shoes. At the moment I'm going through a pair every 12 days really, just because of wear and tear, because of the mileage. So I'm doing about 100 miles every 3 days at the moment.
So, Sean, thank you so much for making it down today. I know that yesterday was a tough day to get here. Really appreciate it. I know that everybody here is amazed at what you're doing. And thank you everybody for coming down today to support Sean. It means so much for Sean, for all the support that you're giving him on social. Remember, you can follow the whole journey on Twitter, Facebook, and on the Discovery website through GoSeanGo. And you can track Sean on the map as well. Final thing to say is a big round of applause for Sean.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
We are going to have a chance just to